Hi there. Well, my name is Andrew, and today I'll be reading for 15 minutes this book called On Writing Well by William Zinsser. Um, English, for me, was a struggle, but I got my only academic award in high school in English. So figured I'd read a book on English today. So, On Writing Well. The Classic Guide to Writing Nonfiction, 25th Anniversary Edition by William Zinsser. Got the title page right here. And then the table of contents. So this book was first published in 1976. And the last publication was in 2001. So the content section, there's 4 parts: principles, methods, forms, and attitudes. And introduction. When I first wrote this book in 1976, the readers I had in mind were a relatively small segment of the population: students, writers, editors, and people who wanted to learn to write. I wrote it on a typewriter, the highest technology then available. I had no inkling of the electric marvels just around the corner that were about to revolutionize the act of writing. First came the word processor in the 1980s, which made the computer an everyday tool for people who had never thought of themselves as writers. Then came the internet and email in the 1990s, which completed the revolution. Today, everybody in the world is writing to everyone else, keeping in touch and doing business across every border and time zone. It's true. To me, this is nothing less than a miracle. Curing overnight what appeared to be a deep American disorder. I've been repeatedly told by people in non-writing occupations, especially people in science, technology, medicine, business, and finance, that they hate writing and can't write and don't want to be made to write. One thing that they particularly didn't want to write was letters. Okay. Just getting started on a letter loomed as a chore with so many formalities. Where's the stationery? Where's the envelope? Where's the stamp? That they would keep putting it off. And when they finally did sit down and write, they would spend the entire first page explaining why they hadn't written sooner. In the second paragraph, they would describe the weather in their part, or the weather. Wait, let me repeat that. In the second paragraph, they would describe the weather in their part of the country, a subject of no interest anywhere else. Only in the third paragraph would they begin to relax and say what they wanted to say. Then along came email, and all the formalities went away. Email has no etiquette. It doesn't require stationery or neatness or paper or proper spelling or preliminary chit chat. Email writers are like people who stop a friend on the sidewalk and say, didn't you see the game last night? Well, no amenities. They just start typing at full speed. So here's the miracle. All those people who said they hate writing and can't write and don't want to write can write and do. All the people who said they hated writing and can't write and don't want to write can write and do want to write. In fact, they can't be turned off. Never have so many Americans wanted so profusely and with so few inhabitants, which means that it wasn't a cognitive problem at all. It was a cultural problem rooted in the old bugaboo of American education: fear. Fear of writing gets planted in American school children at an early age, especially children of scientific and technological or medical bent. They are led to believe that writing is a special language owned by the English teacher, available only to the humanistic few who have a gift of words. But writing isn't a skill that some people are born with and others aren't. Like a gift for art or music, writing is talking to someone else on paper. Anybody who can think clearly can write clearly about any subject at all. That has always been the central premise of this book. On one level, therefore, the new fluency created by email is terrific news. Any invention that eliminates the fear of writing is up there with air conditioning and the light bulb. But as always, there's a catch. Nobody told all the new email writers that the essence of writing is rewriting. Just because they are writing with ease and enjoyment doesn't mean they are writing well. That condition was first revealed in the 1980s when people began writing on word processors. Two opposite things happened. The word processor made good writers better and bad writers worse. Good writers know that very few sentences come out right the first time, and even the third time or the fifth time. But for them, the word processor was a rare gift, enabling them to fuss endlessly with their sentences, cutting and revising and reshaping without the drudgery of retyping. Bad writers became even more verbose because writing was suddenly so easy and their sentences looked so pretty on the screen. How could such beautiful sentences not be perfect? Email pushed that verbosity to a new extreme. Chattering unlimited and chatter unlimited. It's a spontaneous medium, not conducive to slowing down or looking back. That makes it ideal for the never-ending upkeep of personal life. Maintaining contact with far-flung children and grandchildren and friends and long-lost classmates. If the writing is often garrulous or disorganized or not quite clear, no real harm is done. But email is also where much of the world's business is now conducted. Millions of email messages every day give people the information they need to do their job. And a badly written message can cause a lot of damage. Employers have begun to realize that they literally cannot afford to hire men and women who cannot write sentences and are tight and logical and clear. The new information age, for all its high-tech gadgetry, is finally writing based. Email and internet and the fax are all forms of writing. And writing is finally a craft, which or with its own set of rule or set of tools, which are words. Like all tools, they have to be used right. All right, so I'm going to stop there, but I know this was written this introduction was written in 2001, this new introduction. So it's 2019, so 18 years. And this book is pretty relevant, especially when he says his comments about email, about that email is being a spontaneous medium, not conducive of slowing down or looking back. And also that a lot or most businesses are all businesses really are doing business via email instead of in large part email, as opposed to faxes and other mediums. So, and then I also, getting back to the educational component, the cultural problem of fear in American education about English. And it's affected me. I'll be the first to admit that I didn't like reading. I still don't. But I've learned and developed strategies not really strategy. It's just taking it a piece at a time has been the major strategy. But all right, well, if you like my channel, I sound like a one of those internet trolls. Oh, please select up here to subscribe to my channel. If you feel so inclined, please do so. If not, that's fine. I'm just doing this for my own benefit. But if it helped you, giving it a like would be much appreciated. But I'm not gonna hold a gun to your head. But I'm gonna do this more regularly. So hope you enjoy the first or the introduction of On Writing Well by William Zinser. Zinser. All right. See you guys soon.